So, the interest of the leaving of potassium out of the cell brings a point of hyperpolarization because potassium is trying to reach its point of equilibrium, and it will come down to a point of negative 75 millivolts on the oscilloscope. And this is all additional membrane proteins called the sodium-potassium pump will bring the membrane to rest once potassium pumps close and both sodium and potassium are equal on both sides of the postsynaptic membrane. This is actually repeated as it goes down the neuron. The signals travel down the neuron and it reaches, before I move on, this point of hyperpolarization by the movement of potassium out of the cell is called IPSP, and this stands for inhibitory postsynaptic potential. So what we want to remember is EPSP, sodium inside membrane. IPSP, potassium leaving membrane. Okay, so now we're moving on to the movement of action potentials down the axon. This process is called saltatory conduction, and this means that basically, like I said, action potential is traveling the length of the axon by this process. And what it is these charges are jumping from the gaps between the myelin sheath, and these little gaps right here are called nodes of Ranvier. So T1, which is the initial saltatory conduction, which is the initial start of saltatory conduction down the axon, occurs on the axon hillock. So this is T1. T2 occurs on node 1. And T3 occurs on node 2. And T4 on node 3. And T5 on the final node, node 4. And here we have the end of the axon, which will be the terminal buttons, and the process starts all over again. So, in short, the sending part of a